Okay, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to show off the changes I made, and also we're going to go in and make the portal scene and level transition in system work. So for show off, you see here we had a nice little loading animation for both the player and for the game. And if you look at the coins, you can see they're all at different starting points of the animation. And last but not least, we have the portal here, which, as you can see, has a nice little animation for when the player enters. So that's it. So all we're going to cover today is making a portal and adding in the functionality. So let's quickly get into this. We're starting off a new scene and making area 2D. We're going to make this as a portal. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go and get sprite. Next, we're going to add in a collision shape 2D and also an animation. I can't spell animation today. Animation player. And last but not least, go to the sprite and add in a light ocular 2D. With this, now we're going to go in and load up the texture portal. And we're going to save this as portal. Now let's go in and create our light mask. And we're going to go in here, select. This is a little bit tedious. We've got to select every single point. We want to make sure this looks good. Okay. Almost done with this. There we go. That looks good. Next, let's go in and create a circle shape 2D. Set the size to radius 8. So that looks good. Now let's go in and set the scale. We're going to set the scale to be initially 0.1 by 0.1. Same with the collision shape, 0.1 by 0.1. Now let's go in and create an idle animation. Autoplay and loop. And we're going to set it so scale and rotation is set. Same with the collision shape, scale and rotation. Go to the halfway part and change this to 180 and 0.75. Create these two frames. Go to the sprite. Do the same thing, 180, 0.75, 0.75, and then create these two frames. There we go, that looks good. And then back here, you're just gonna go in and return it back to normal. Boop, boop, and that should be it for the idle animation. Now we have one more animation we want to add to this. We're gonna add a pickup animation. I'm gonna probably go in and rename this to something better, but that's basically what we're doing. Is the player is gonna enter and pick it up and transition to the next level. So what this is going to do, first we're going to have an enum to the player state, normal, jump, fall, land, die. And there's actually one more thing I just realized. I need to go back to the player. I was going to mention this at the beginning of the video, it slipped my mind. For the player state, we want to add in jump here, because if you ran the script before and you tried double jump in before you got to the point where it changed the state to player state fall, you wouldn't be able to double jump. So that's the one change I made to fix the player a little bit. It really doesn't make too much of a difference unless you really want to double jump before you start falling. So I wanted to add that. And let's go back to the portal. This adding this reminded me. I also want to eventually add a new global script that's going to contain the player state enum, so we don't have to copy this over every single time. So next, let's go in here. I'm going to connect animation finished, and we're going to check if anim name pickup animation that we created. And we're going to say get tree dot call group. I'm going to call game, and I'm going to say on next level. And I'm not sure if we need to call this. I'm going to actually play around this and let you guys know in the next episode. But I passed self.q free, but if we're going to the next level, we're deleting the old level anyway, so I don't think we need this. So yeah, I'm gonna, what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as this, maybe. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I don't think we need it. It's just an extra script called for no reason. And next we want to add in body entered here. We're going to connect that, and we're going to say if body.name equals player, then we're going to say animation player play, and we're going to call pickup body.position equals self.position. And I'm going to add one more thing, but for now, player state.next. Let me also go in here and add this here. This is going to be a play state I added in the future, in which this is going to play the animation in which the player gets smaller. So for right now, you don't need to worry about that. This is just for later on. I need to also go in and check. Yeah, we don't have it here as well. We want to make sure that's here as well. But next, the last thing we need to do is we got to go in, open up base, where's the base level script, whatever it's called, base level here. We're going to add some constant portal equals 3, and also let's just copy this and rename this to portal. And last but not least, copy portal here, and we're going to create an instance from tile map called the cell. We're going to portal self and then vector2 8x8. That should be all, and we're going to want to make sure, I already added this, but go in here, edit, and create new single tile, select portal, select this region, and that should be it. So now we have that out of the way. We want to go in here and add in a portal here. And last but not least, we're going to go in and take our base level. Do a new inherited scene from the base level. Also, I actually just remembered, I did a quick change. I forgot to mention it, but inside of, let's just first say this is level 2. But for the base level, I went in here and changed the root node to be called level, because we just want to have that always being called for when we create new instances based off the inherited scene. We don't want to have to rename this every single time, because if you have a game with like 150 levels, you're gonna have to go in every single time, rename it, and that's kind of annoying. So that's my solution for that. And next, let's go in here into the portal here, go to scenes, load in portal. That should be it. And for level 2, we're gonna also, just to show it works, we're gonna add the portal down here this time. And I believe that should be everything. Yeah, let's see, we got that. And And as you can see right now, we didn't add the player state .next yet, but as you can see right now, the player just is continuously moving after. And as you see right now, we don't have a level 3. We're going to go in and fix that in the next episode. But I guess one thing I can quickly do for now, before, because we got some extra time, is let's go to scenes 2 here, game. And we're going to go here to load level. And let me see, what was it called? I believe we can just say if it's, what was it? If there's nothing assigned, send it's the level number. Right, and what we'll do is let me see. Yes, right here. So we're gonna right here. Yeah, so we're gonna add this here. If we're gonna actually have to add 2 more variables here. We have this level number, and we're also gonna add a last level equals. I believe we're gonna set it to 2. Yeah. Set that to an int. And now what we're gonna do is check if last level is greater than number. Then we're gonna say print last level reached, going back to first level. That's what I decided to put as my message, and we're gonna say level number equals 1. Now we're gonna do load level is level number, right? Because we just assigned it to 1. And then we're gonna return it, I believe, false. I believe that should work. Let me see. I might need to do another change. There we go. As you can see, last level reached, going back to first level. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to go in and try to speed up the pace for the next episode, try to fit more content, but that's it. And we're going to start adding in the actual level transitions and adding in more player states for the player. So with that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next episode next week.